Carrying out into right field. It'll carry over the head of Eisenberg. And a stand-up double for Karinji. Karachinski advances to third. And St. Bonaventure, with one out, has two runners in scoring position with a couple of doubles. The 2-1 swung on. It'll be gloved by the shortstop. Good throw home, but it'll slide out of the glove of Guiney. And the run scores. And the runner at second, Karinji, advances to third. At the pace of this second game, we may run out of daylight before we get to the end of this second game. Borisevich, a remarkably slow worker in the circle for St. Bonaventure. And the 1-2. This one just sitting there, and it will die on the dirt. And Olivia LaRusso with an infield single. Two runners aboard for RMU. Natalie Higgins. Higgins in the midst of a 6-game hitting streak. And this one will carry out into right field, make it 7 games, as Robert Morris now has the bases loaded after 3 straight singles. Bases juice right now for Robert Morris. And the 3-1, going outside. And a free pass issued, the first walk of the game by Borisevich, and it leads to an Abrielle McCartney RBI that ties the game at 1-1. And Borisevich's pitch. And another RBI walk. This one for Taryn Miller. This pitch count continues to grow for Josie Borisevich, now approaching 60 pitches through 2 1/3 innings. And this one will get underneath the glove of Karinji, the third baseman. An RBI single for Eisenberg, and the Colonials add to their lead. It's now 3-1 Robert Morris. The bases remain loaded with just one out here in the third. Next pitch gets away from the catcher, and a run will score for Robert Morris. The two other base runners advance, and McCartney scoring as the pitch carried all the way back to the backstop on the wild pitch. Borisevich is 1-1. Kristen Prey will knock this one over to third base, where it's scooped up by Karinji. She'll step on third base, and we will head to the fourth inning. Robert Morris 4, St. Bonaventure 1. Robert Morris softball. Just before the game, clouds thickened here in Moon Township, and we saw a good bit of sprinkles as a swing and a miss. Ngole strikes out for the second time today. The first one she watched, this one she swings at. And this ball will carom off of the glove of Miller over at short. She can't scoop it cleanly. A run will score, and Holtz will reach. A hit of some sort, and with a runner in scoring position, that would be beneficial to Robert Morris. And there is that hit out into left field, and then it caroms off of the legs of the left fielder short. The run will score, and it's an RBI single for Abrielle McCartney. Prey lays down a bunt, and the Colonials are going to end up with the bases loaded. And this one by Bunner carries all the way to the right field fence underneath the outstretched glove of Richmond. And 3 runs will come home on the bases clearing double by Brianna Bunner, and the Colonials have opened up an 8-2 lead, rather a 6-run lead for RMU. To LaRusso. And LaRusso knocks this one over to the third baseman, Karinji. She'll scoop and throw to Pierre Gustavo for the 5-3 putout. And that's the first out of the 5th inning. Higgins in the midst of a 7-game hitting streak, and adds to the Colonials' lead with an RBI single out to center field.
And 1-2. Guiney loops this one over the head of the third baseman. And Short wasn't able to charge in and make the play. And Guiney is aboard. Has scored in the third, fourth, and fifth innings. Singles in the third and fourth, and then a 3 RBI double in the fifth. And this one carries into the right center field gap. Around third and into home comes Guiney. And Robert Morris defeats St. Bonaventure 10-2 in 6 innings. And the Colonials sweep the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. And the Colonials enter today with a record of 8-22, and they finish the day with a record of 10-22, while St. Bonaventure falls to 9-21 after losing 2 games in this doubleheader.